Paul with the ball. Conley picks him up. Kicks it out to Paul. Dishes it to Barnes. Pass to Redick. Paul against Conley. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Releases from the wing and drills it.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Conley kicks to Green. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
He can become a weapon for them if he gets going early from long range. Well, kind of an interesting paradox for Jeff Green. He's much better offensively playing at the power forward spot as a spread 4, but defensively he's much better guarding 3s.
Allen dishes to Conley. Outside, Green. And stolen by Barnes. Jumps up. The big dunk at the end of the break.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Yeah, it really does allow your offense to flow better. When you can get out and run and get easy opportunities, then everybody gains confidence.
Carter, he's checked in for Memphis. And Los Angeles with some changes. Well, games so often come down to free throws, and when that's the case, these are the players you want at the line. The best free throw shooting 2 guards in the NBA. Take a look at Redick, second in the NBA. So great from the line. And, of course, Jamal Crawford.
Well, we've gotten used to seeing a lot of terrific free throw shooters from the 2-guard spot, but even so, it shouldn't take away from what these players have been able to do up there.
Yeah, that's right, because all they have done up there is convert their chances. That's it, plain and simple. These are the steadiest hands you're going to find, not just at their position, but in the league overall.
Offensive rebound. Out to Conley. It's stolen by Turkoglu. Got a piece of it. Crawford right side. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul. Now here's Rivers. Right now averaging 7 points a game. Crawford passes to Rivers. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter, really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they've come out, and it's served them well.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Spencer Hawes out there with Davis. Then it's Rivers. Then it's Hedo Turkoglu. And it's Crawford at the 2 spot.
Well, this last season was the Clippers' 30th in Los Angeles. And for a team that's long played in the Lakers' shadow, for the second season in a row, the Clippers were the best team in L.A. And the lead goes right back over. This is a seesaw affair.
The game's there for the taking, but neither team seems to want it.
Grizzlies with the rebound.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault, and that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
The shot's good from Crawford.
And for the Clippers, in their 30 years in L.A., folks, only 6 times have they finished the regular season with a better winning percentage than the Lakers. Man, it's been domination by the Lakers out there in L.A. land. So Clipper fans are hoping that this is a sign of things to come going forward for their team, the Clippers.
Some changes for Memphis. Marc Gasol is checked in for Koufos. Randolph comes in for Green, and Mike Conley is subbed in for Udrih. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Hawes. Griffin comes in for Glenn Davis. J.J. Redick's checked in for Turkoglu. And Paul's subbed in for Austin Rivers.
Let's see some of the numbers here on Courtney Lee. How his last 10 games have gone. 8th in field goal percentage, 9th in free throw percentage, and his three-point field goal accuracy has been really impressive. He's ranked in the top 15.
And Steve, you touched on his outstanding field goal percentage. I mean, he hasn't gotten there just simply by having a hot hand on occasion. I mean, it's also a product of how hard he works to find those good open shots.
And guys, for the Clippers, acquiring coach Doc Rivers from the Celtics in exchange for a draft pick. In Boston, he'd been the second longest tenured coach in the league after Greg Popovich.
You know, but rather than rebuild, I think he wanted to go for another ring in L.A. He's got a lot of authority, final say on personnel decisions. So Doc has really put his stamp on this team.
And so it's Memphis with it. Clippers able to drain the three. Conley with it. He's picked up by Paul.
That's a jump ball.
And so here are the Clippers. There's the dish to Crawford. Here's Jordan. Pass to Griffin. For the three. And again, J.J. Redick for three. Redick's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Clippers.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
Paul kicks to Redick. Crawford drives in. Lets the three fly. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Crawford. And that's 10 points for Chris Paul. Now a timeout called by Memphis. Grizzlies making a switch here. Allen's checked in. Barnes, he's checked in for the Clippers. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. You look at Memphis, and of course the Grizzlies tied up with them.
A little lucky, frankly, but they did get it to go.
Well, you know, for teams in the NBA nowadays, it's all about getting bang for your buck. I mean, Mike Conley out of Ohio State, one of the great value contracts in the league, and with all the analytics and general managers looking for value, Memphis happy to have an all-star caliber player like him still locked up through 2016.
Griffin, a screen on Allen. Nice job coming off that screen. And now it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Gasol setting the pick for Conley. There's the three. Again, Conley missing. And you have to give Mike Conley, Steve, an awful lot of credit for the emergence of the Grizzlies, I think, is a factor in the Western Conference.
Yeah, Kevin, I think he's one of the best point guards in the league. Probably doesn't get enough credit, but his progression as a player at both ends, year after year, he just seems to get better, and he provides that poise and leadership that his club needs.
Lee goes in. That one's off, still out of sync.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, I mean, it's helping them get the lead. And if they can continue to rebound like this, I think they're going to be in pretty good shape. DeAndre Jordan alongside Blake Griffin, maybe the best game dunker in the league. He has the ability to make spectacular plays every time he gets near the rim.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And as we get a break here, important for the teams to go over their own strategy, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. So put out your best effort as the game wears on, guys.
You know, it's amazing when you're playing during the season, if you go through a stretch where you don't hydrate, it can have a major physical toll on you. Your body wears down quicker, you don't recover as fast, and that can really take its toll over the course of an 82-game season.
Here's Redick. Michael Conley making his last shot. And Quentin Lee gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for two. Some changes for Memphis. Kufas checked in for Gasol. Green comes in for Zach Randolph. And it's Udrich in for Mike Conley.
Boy, his free throw shooting, just another reason he's such a good all-around player.
And he commits the intentional foul.
I'm not sure what he was thinking about there. That's a strange foul.
Who knows? Maybe he just wanted to take a break for a minute.
And Paul drills both of them.
And the free throws are starting to pile up a little bit here, more so than in the first quarter.
And that's one of the reasons they're in front right now. That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Los Angeles shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And so Paul nails both of them. Lee outside. Here's the three. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And so that's the end of the first half. Clippers lead by 14. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
Well, he shot his share of free throws, that's for sure. I mean, he got to the line, drew contact, and you love getting to the free throw line. Easy points if you can get them.
Steve, I think they may have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one player. I mean, he's drawing a lot of fouls on guys.
Conley and Allen are the guard set. Zebo and Marc Gasol are up front. And it's Lee in the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Dave Yeager.
You know, the Grizzlies are the kind of team that perhaps fans around the league can overlook or undervalue or even forget about at times, but they're always going to be there because they're tough, they're physical, and they're talented.
Oh, man, they are just putting the hammer down right now.
Defensively and offensively, it has all been working for them today.
And let's take this moment to check out the point guards with the highest shooting percentage from the last 10 games. Second, Chris Paul.
Well, as a point guard, you want to create the best shot possible for your team on every trip. And given the way those players have shot the ball, it might always be a good idea for them to do it alone.
I don't really want to see them doing that, Steve. They got to keep everything in the framework of the team no matter how well they're shooting it. I know what you mean. They have been hot, but keep everybody involved.